Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to draw the basic human face. Many people believe that the ability to draw is something that one is born with. But like any other talent or skill, there's only one way that one can learn the art of drawing. Practice, practice, practice. We're going to define how to do the human face in 3 simple steps. First, we're going to define the basic structure of the human face using 3 simple shapes. 2, we're then going to proportionately define the human features to make sure that your human looks like a human. And third, we're going to add artistic flourishes that really help bring your drawing to life. We're going to start off with the basic human shapes: circle, rectangle, and oval. For your first step, you're going to define the top of the human face, which is going to be your circle. After your circle, you're then going to do a half oval, which will be your jaw. And after your circle, you are then going to do a rectangle. How thick your rectangle is depends upon the gender of the person that you're drawing. Men tend to have necks that are as thick as their jaw lines, whereas women's are tapered in a little bit. Today I'm going to do a lady. So my rectangle will be slightly tapered in. And last, we're going to define the ears, which are 2 little half ovals on each side of the face. Once you've laid your basic human shape, we're then going to move on to the features. The first of which being the eyebrows, which are in perfect proportion to the top of the human ears. We're then going to define the nose. Most people will be tempted to move on to the eyes immediately, but the eyes are in fact the most difficult feature of the human face, so we're going to save that for last. Your nose tapers in slightly in the middle before flaring at the base, and, like your eyebrows, is perfectly in proportion to the bottom of your eyes, to the bottom of your ears. Now that we've defined our eyebrows and our nose, we're then going to move on to our lips, which are a very simple oval, which is split in half. Because I am drawing a lady, my bottom lip is going to be slightly larger than my top lip. If you were drawing a man, the 2 ovals would be proportional of each other. And last, we're going to draw in the eyes. You're going to start with your top lid, which are just 2 little arcs, and then your upper eyelid, which is a smaller arc that goes over your top eye. Then we're going to define the bottom lid. After you've defined your bottom lid, we're going to move on to the eyeballs. The eyeballs are not a perfect circle that sit in the middle of your eyes. They actually sit about 1/4 of the way up into your upper lid. So we're going to draw about 1/4 of the way up. However, your pupils do sit in the middle of your eyes. Now that we have defined our basic human face, we're going to move on to more artistic flourishes. In this case, because I have a lady, I'm going to define her eyelashes, which are simple little arcs that come off of her upper and her lower eyelids. Another thing that you can define is what's referred to as an orbital highlight, which is simply a little white dot in your eye that defines whatever light source is currently in the room you're in. For the orbital highlight, it is always going to be on the same side. So for instance, if there's light coming from this side, it's going to be on the right side no matter which eye it is. And that's it. You've now successfully drawn a human face by using the 3 simple steps of combining 3 shapes, proportionally defining the features of a human face, and adding little artistic flourishes, which are going to add a little bit of life and believability. You too can cultivate this skill that, like I said, requires only one thing to really, really become good at: practice, practice, practice. Thank you.